It's a seminal moment in the history of Rowdy.
For the first time ever.
We're going to bring a race car driver in and just insult him.
No, I was going to say we had 4 people on a video. For the
we
first
do have
time.
4 people on the video.
Welcome to the roast of JJ Yeley.
Yeah, no, that's right. It's about time you had a roast. JJ Yeley, race car driver. Jeff Gluck, media personage extraordinaire.
From SBNation.com.
From SBNation.com.
And you're Bassmaster?
I'm Buzz Cutler. Bassmasters.
I'm Buzz Cutler.
Yeah, I'm Bassmaster. I don't even know anymore. We're talking about racing with these 2 clowns. And we're talking about Let's start with Martinsville.
Because we're going there tomorrow.
We're going there.
We're going there this
weekend.
Right. We'll be there tomorrow.
So JJ won't eat a hot dog. We established that on our podcast. But Gluck, where do you stand on the Martinsville hot dog?
I love them. I would eat 7 of them if I could, but I'm on a diet.
Why are you on a diet?
Because I don't want to die.
Oh, okay.
You don't want to die? I'm going to tell you this right now, and this comes from not being a race car driver, but just like watching news. Yeah. You're going to die regardless.
Well, I would like to prolong
That's part of life.
I would like to delay that as long as possible.
Right now, you are dying.
Yes, yeah.
What are you looking for at Martinsville? What storylines are you following going into Martinsville, Jeff Gluck?
Well, I think an obvious one is Denny Hamlin. I mean, you know, they've had problems recently, and you don't know, now you don't know the reliability of their equipment. And obviously, a motor is probably, it wouldn't seem like as big of an issue at a place like Martinsville, but if your motor doesn't last the whole race, you're not going to get to the finish and you're not going to win like he's been doing so often there. I don't know if it's a make or break race for him this early in the season, but
it kind of feels like it.
Yeah. But
make or break like top 5 race. No, you can't have a bad finish here.
Well, I mean, he could have a bad finish. It wouldn't matter because he's already had a bunch of bad finishes.
Right.
But he's going to go in there. He's going to be fast like he always, but you have to take into consideration the engine side. There was a lot of teams that had engine problems in California. It's a tough racetrack. You turn 94, 9,500 RPM, but you do it for a long time. I think his teammate had an issue. Yep. I know there was a lot of guys that had valve train issues. I had one. The 36 did too. So, everyone gets their parts from certain manufacturers. I know that they do a great job with their engines. I think it's just a matter of,
but
having faulty parts
has
sometimes.
X number of bad finishes during the season, you're gonna get caught up in a wreck, or you're gonna blow out a tire, or something. You're gonna miss the handling, something. If you add chronic engine problems to that, which they've had, I mean, for the first 6 races, they've had some kind of chronic issue, which they have not figured out yet. If you add that on top of the bad finishes you're gonna get already, I don't care who you are, you're gonna have a tough time making that top 10. It's that competitive, don't you think? I mean, am I crazy?
Well, you are crazy.
But at what point? At what point in the season, JJ, do you think that people outside the top 10 in points will start saying, "Okay, we'll just go for the wild card and win"?
That's a good question.
I mean, like how far into the season? Like Logano, for instance, right now,
he's 29th.
He's got to. I don't see him climbing back to the top 10. Do you?
So if you're him, are you already in wild card mode?
Well, I don't know that you're necessarily in wild card mode because you have so many other factors you have to take into consideration. Obviously, they have to keep their sponsors happy, so they can't continually go out and try to win a race and take that chance that's either going to win them the race or land them back in 25th position, because halfway through the season, Home Depot is not going to be happy that they're still 25th in points and they're going for it, but they're not getting anything accomplished.
But Home Depot's not going to be happy if they don't make the chase either.
They haven't made the chase for
I
a
think
while.
you still have to go out there. You still got to do your best to be consistent, run up front. I mean, obviously, that's a team that's won championships. Zippy's not going to be happy going out there making big shots at trying to win races because they're not used to having to do that.
Can't you be more aggressive as a driver in terms of going for the win versus being happy with a top 10 or a top 15?
No, because I mean, if you're a 10th place car and you go, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to be super aggressive, and your elbows are going to rub the roof, they're going to be so high, you're not going to pass 8 cars. It's not going to happen. It's not possible. You can't make up that much.
You can't outdrive physics. Is that what you're saying?
But what if you did something like, okay, look, we're going to need to steal 2 fuel mileage races or something like that over the summer.
That's a good example of taking a chance.
You just go, you're going to Michigan. You're like, all right, we're going for fuel mileage or bust here. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But we're going to try to. I mean, I don't know how it would work, but
sure,
we're tire strategy.
And that's and obviously that's a bigger possibility or road course. Same deal. You know that you're going with a certain carburetor. You're doing everything you can. You know that you're giving up 80 horsepower to make sure that you're going to get 5 more laps out of a tank of fuel. That is the chance that yes, I think you can go take the win a race.
If I'm Marcus Ambrose, what I'm doing is I'm trying to stay in the top 20 so that when I win at Watkins Glen or
sweep
Infineon,
the road course races and stay in the top 20. That's a good chase-making strategy for
if you're Marcus Ambrose.
Yeah, because he could sweep the road courses. That wouldn't be a crazy thing. Jimmy Johnson hasn't won here in 3 races, man. That's just
wow, what a drought. That's terrible.
And Jeff Gordon's already fixed his drought.
Yeah.
So does
Except-
that mean he's gonna be more aggressive because now he's got the monkey off his back?
But here's the thing about Jeff Gordon. That win is his only top 10 this season.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He hasn't really looked that good.
He hasn't
I mean, he
looked
was fine
great
at Daytona.
other than
but
at Phoenix. I mean, he has
all the Hendrick guys took it on the chin at Daytona. Cool. Very cool. All right, well, that's a little bit of chit-chat with race car driver JJ Yeley, NASCAR sage Jeff Gluck, and Tweedledee and Tweedledum over here. Buzz Cutler, Bass Masters. We'll see you next time.
Am I D or dumb?
You're
Dumb.
D.
Oh.
See.
Oh.
Rowdy.com. Say it like it is.
Say what like it is?
Rowdy.com.